beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. How are you doing? Sorry, I'm breastfeeding and just like all our videos, it's also another random video. So, yeah, how you guys doing? Hope you had a great weekend. My days are still always very stressful, but I'm not complaining. So, yeah, I wanted to discuss this topic with you guys, those who might be interested. Like prioritizing your peace of mind actually in your relationship. It could just be a casual relationship or with your friends or even in your marriage in your home. I think especially as women or ladies, but this also applies to both male and female, both the man and the woman. It's always important to prioritize your peace. If you as a man if you prioritize your peace, it's going to make you less aggressive. You'd react less to unnecessary issues, and you'd also be able to manage situations properly because you're also prioritizing your peace, right? And that's usually like a win-win for you as a man and for your partner as well. And the same thing applies to women as well. If you as a woman prioritizes your peace, you also react less to irrational issues or baseless issues, fragile issues. You're also sensitive, you're careful, and you're um yeah. So the point is, even with friends, sometimes we find ourselves in this casual friendship where the friendship is just stressful. Like, take for instance, you have a friend who is always so like who takes every little thing personal. So for instance, you don't call this friend of yours on his or her birthday, there's a problem. The next time you call, they ignore you for a long period of time. The next time you call, yeah, I had my birthday, you didn't call me. Or you don't post their pictures or use them on your status on social media, mostly WhatsApp. They have issues with things like that. Or they sent you a message and you didn't reply and you've not replied since then and they didn't hear back from you. They just take it personal even without knowing what's wrong with you or what you're going through. I find this type of friendship also very stressful and unreal and also ungenuine also. Like, so prioritizing your peace might be also at your place of work. You have this type of these colleagues that are always, wanting to be the one on the top, maybe in your team or something. Just prioritizing your peace, doing what's right, and just not overdoing things and not also taking other colleagues' attitude that doesn't go down well with you personally. Just prioritizing your peace also makes it easier for you to overlook certain things that are not necessarily important for you to take cognizance of. So I think it's always important to prioritize your peace, but the main reason for this topic is actually in relationship, and mostly for ladies. Like, I came in contact with a lady. She's been married for 3 4 years now, and they're a very young couple, and things are going fine. Like, the husband has a good job, the wife has a good job. They're meant to be doing great things together, because just the only thing that the home lacks is just peace of mind. The lady is the type that doesn't, she doesn't know how to. Of course, every lady, everyone wants to be respected by their partner. The same applies to men as well. Just as men mostly always prioritize being respected, being recognized, being, they forget that also women want the same thing. Like, your partner also wants the same thing from you. She wants you to respect her. She wants you to honor her. She wants you to acknowledge her in things, acknowledge her efforts as well. And so what am I saying? Back to this couple, they have everything going well for them, but the major problem, or where they have their issue, is finding a balance where they can both have peace of mind in the home. So the lady believes the man is always insulting her, never appreciates her, and she's not bothered by those things. But the most important, not, she's not bothered by the man not appreciating her efforts in the marriage. But the thing that bothers her is the fact that the way the man talks to her, the things he says about her, the way he portrays her outside, and as a result, she feels like she's not having a peace of mind in the marriage. No matter what she does, she's not good enough. She's not treated with respect. She doesn't get that respect from her partner as well. And so, what she's getting from her partner is what she's dishing out back. So the man doesn't respect her, doesn't acknowledge her efforts, and talks her down, says trash about her to anyone. Like, I mean, anyone who cares to listen. She doesn't go that far, but within just amongst the both of them at home, when the man talks rudely to her or in an unpolite way, she talks to him back the same way, and so this is something, and at the end of the day, what happens? She feels like she doesn't feel satisfied, she doesn't feel fulfilled in the marriage, and she thinks the next thing is to, leave the marriage. I mean, I have my opinion to this, of course, but I mean, what do you think about it? The lady is doing fine. The husband has is also doing well. I mean, career wise, they're both doing fine. They have kids together. They have I think a boy together, maybe a kid or two together. They are young. They have a whole lot of years ahead of them, and they've been married for I think 4 or 5 years now. But the problem is communication is very bad in this union. Like the communication is so bad. It's really bad. And for me, I feel like once there's no communication, like every slight misunderstanding or at the slightest opportunity, there's always a misunderstanding, and it's mostly blame pointing. Like how do they say? The guy blaming her because she's the woman. She should always be submissive. She should always be the one to give up. Whatever it is, her ego or her pride or whatever. No matter what he does, she should at least acknowledge the fact that he's the man and be submissive and all that. And this is how he has been doing this. This has been going on from the beginning of their union. And the lady is just like she's had enough and she's tired of all this. Like most times she walks away, she leaves the house for the man when he's shouting. And he's also the type that doesn't know how to communicate without raising voice or shouting or being aggressive. Most of the time the lady says she has to walk out of the home when the argument heats up. But she still doesn't just feel fulfilled. Walking out, coming back, it's still the same person at the slightest mistake or the slightest what like let's she's not perfect as well, of course. Nobody's perfect. So at the slightest opportunity he has, he just lashes out, he just talks down on her, says all sort of horrible things. And even when you're arguing, I keep saying this is another topic for another day. Like when you're having misunderstanding with your partner, there are things you don't say to a partner. There are things you don't even say to a fellow human being, let alone your partner. This guy goes once he's at that point where he's hungry, he can say the most mean thing, the most miserable thing to her, like to his partner and all that. And these are the things like this, and they're beginning to have kids together. She doesn't know how long she can tolerate this, and she doesn't also want to be arguing or having this type of all let our kids grow up to see that this is normal. Like a man can just talk down to a woman, or you as a woman, you can talk to your wife anyhow and you expect that she always keeps quiet, or the wife talks back, or parents partners are supposed to be aggressive at each other, things like that. So she's thinking she just needs to go for a peace of mind where she's respected, where she just nobody has to talk down on her. She doesn't know anybody explanation. She doesn't have to argue and things like that. So I don't know. I feel like if this is something that's been going on from the beginning of the marriage, and they haven't been able to find an understanding, a meeting point where they work on their communication and all that, and this is getting more aggressive by the day and happens more often. Well, I think it's better, you take a break. Take a break. Let's see if he works on himself, and maybe you also feel like you both can work together in some areas, or work together to resolve the issue. At least take a break first. I wouldn't rush to saying, leave your home or something like that. But yeah, what do you guys think about this topic? Like this particular home I talked about. Um, having said that, please put your comment, your opinions, or your comment in your leave your opinions in the comment section. And yeah, but personally for me, I think it's just always important to prioritize your peace, especially as ladies. Marriage these days is, I don't know. I used to, funny enough, I've never been, growing up as a child, I've never been a big fan of marriage. But at some point, when I grew up and got matured, I kind of like longed to have, a family. Family started becoming something I really wanted, something I was desperate to have. But not just family, a peaceful family, a happy family. I don't know. I think I've seen so many families displayed online, and it's really difficult to tell what's actually happening at the background. But at some point, and when I got older, I started craving to have my own family. Like, but I had a picture of the family I wanted. Of course, I'm also not going to settle down for a toxic family or with a toxic man. No matter what, I always say it, no matter how perfect, how nice or how sweet the person is, if you're toxic, either verbally aggressive, verbally, emotionally, physically, or in any form of aggression or toxic in my relationship or my marriage, that would be like the red flag for me, and that's like the out for me. So it's important for us to always prioritize our peace. Prioritizing your peace helps you and also helps other people that you come in contact with, either in your relationship, at your place of work, or just your daily life on the road. Once you learn to prioritize your peace, knowing that, oh, I'm not going to waste my energy on this thing, I'm not going to waste my energy on this type of person or this type of energy. I just want peace of mind. I just want to be happy. I just want to do things that make me happy, that makes me be at peace with myself. You know, these are things that I think we should talk about more. Also in our you know, the type of friends we have, the types of friends we keep in our relationship, especially, be it work relationship, marriage, just courtship or boyfriend, girlfriend. It's always important for both parties involved to, prioritize their peace of mind. Peace of mind is very important. Life is just once. Once life is gone, once there's no peace, it's difficult to concentrate on anything else. It's difficult for you to focus on anything else. Something you would have, you might, if you're at peace, you're happy, you fulfill, you feel happy, you feel at peace with yourself and with the people around you. You will do things at a speed, at a rate at which you won't even believe. But once you're not at peace, you're worried, you have some sort of discontent with you, with the person, with your partner or something. The rate at which you would even be progressing, or your progress generally in life, is limited already, because you're not doing it with your full self, with your full mind and all that. I don't know if this is making sense, but peace of mind is very important for our daily life, especially in our relationship. And yeah, so what do you guys think about this topic? um just put your comments in the comment section, and let's have a discussion on this. Yeah, so thanks again for tuning in, and I hope you guys have a great and blessed week. Bye. Bye.